To the wicket, millions of people around the world sit up and take notice.
Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Okay, so today we're heading to the cricket pitch. Eden Gardens, Kolkata, India.
One of the most iconic stadiums in the world.
You can practically hear the crowd, right? Picture this. Sachin Tendulkar, the god of cricket, going head-to-head with Sir Don Bradman, the Australian legend, the guy with an average that still blows my mind.
Two absolute titans at the game, but from completely different eras.
Exactly, and that's what makes this so fascinating.
Yeah.
So we've dug up some incredible sources, articles, stats, anecdotes. We're going to try to get inside their heads, see what made them tick.
And yeah, I guess we'll have some fun debating who might come out on top in this dream match.
Oh yeah, so Bradman, right, 99.94 career batting average. It's insane. How is that even possible? What was it about his technique, his approach, that set him so far apart?
Well, from what I've read, it was a combination of things. First, his focus was incredible, like laser sharp. He could predict where the ball was going and react accordingly. It wasn't just about hitting the ball, it was about placement, precision, almost like he was playing chess on the pitch. And you have to remember, he played in a time before helmets, before all the modern protective gear.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Facing those fast bowlers back then with minimal protection, it took a different level of courage and confidence.
I can't even imagine. So with that lack of, I guess you'd call it modern protection, would that be a disadvantage if he played today?
Oh, absolutely. The game has changed so much.
Think about it. Bradman facing someone like Mitchell Stark, a guy who bowls over 150 kilometers per hour. Yikes.
Yeah, the speed, the movement, the variety of deliveries, it's a whole different game. Plus, bowlers today have access to data analysis, biomechanics, stuff Bradman never even dreamed of.
That's true. Okay, so let's shift gears to Sachin, the little master. Over 34,000 runs against some of the toughest bowlers in history. How did he do it? What set him apart in the modern era?
Well, one of the sources I read, they compared him to a chameleon.
A chameleon.
Yeah, he was so adaptable. He could blend into any situation, any environment, change his technique based on the bowler, the pitch, even the pressure of the moment.
So whether he was facing Shoaib Akhtar, known for his raw pace, or Shane Warne, the master of spin, Sachin could handle it.
Exactly. But that's not to say he didn't have weaknesses.
Oh, right. I remember reading about his struggles against really fast bowling, especially early in his career.
There's this great anecdote. Waqar Younis, the Pakistani fast bowler, he noticed that Sachin seemed uncomfortable when the ball was aimed at his ribs.
Interesting. So did bowlers start targeting that weakness?
Oh yeah, it became a kind of tactic. But
Yeah.
Sachin, being Sachin, he learned and adapted. He worked on that weakness, and eventually, even those deliveries aimed at his ribs, he could handle them.
That's incredible. Okay, so our sources, they put Bradman slightly ahead. They say it's his sheer genius. But how do you even begin to compare players across different eras?
It is tough. It's like apples and oranges. Bradman redefined what was possible in his time. His mastery was, well, almost unbelievable. But could he have adapted to today's game? Maybe. Could Sachin have thrived in Bradman's era? Probably. It's all speculation.
Fun thought experiment, though, right?
Absolutely. I think the real takeaway is to appreciate the individual brilliance of each player, their contributions to the game. That's what matters.
I agree. But, okay, I have to ask.
Yep.
If they did face off, Eden Gardens, packed stadium, who you got?
Come on, you're trying to get me in trouble here.
I know, but it's too good to pass up.
Honestly, it's impossible to say. The pressure would be immense. Can you imagine? Two legends, one pitch.
Wow. All right, I won't push you. But let's leave our listeners with one final thought, one more what if. Imagine Bradman and Sachin, not as rivals, but as teammates, training together, sharing their knowledge, even facing each other in the nets.
Wow, now that's a thought.
How do you think that would have changed the game? The evolution of batting, bowling, even fielding.
Mind-blowing. It's almost impossible to grasp what might have come from that kind of collaboration, the innovations, the strategies. Would cricket even look the same today?
Good stuff. To all our listeners out there, keep pondering those what ifs. Keep diving deep. You never know what you might discover. Until next time.
Just the fourth over.
See ya.
Now, what does Canning do?